All right, we are joined today by Bobby and Nika Harvison of the Memphis APA. How are you guys doing?
Doing
Great.
good.
Recovered?
Barely.
So I know you guys are probably still recovering from your Shoot for a Cure event. Why don't you guys start out by just kind of telling us about this year's event?
This year's event was our best, biggest, greatest event ever. We've been running it a few years, and every year the players, the response, it's gotten bigger and bigger, and every year we're just blown away. But this year we had the most participants, raised the most money since we've started it.
So
Yeah.
how much money was raised? Tell us.
Let me say it.
Okay, go ahead.
$118,001.
Nice.
That is amazing.
Yeah, that is pretty
It was
amazing.
phenomenal.
Good for y'all. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Nice.
we were super excited.
I'm curious about that $1. Like, what? There's got to be something to that $1, right?
There is. There is.
Tell me about the $1.
So we had another league operator who did not have a team in this event, but he was there volunteering and helping us out, and he wanted our amount to be over 118,000, so he made sure that we had the extra dollar in there.
Nice.
And,
One last
yeah.
dollar.
We always tell everybody every dollar counts. Every
Yeah.
dollar that comes into this event, we put it back out there. A lot of years, if you look on the past, we got odd numbers. Sometimes people try to make it an even number,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we count it and it goes up, whatever it is. If it's 10 cents, that's 10 more cents
Yeah.
to St. Jude.
Nice.
Amazing.
That's awesome. And so you said this event's been around a few years. Like, tell us a little bit about kind of, well, one, if you remember specifically when it started, but also just the kind of the history, like what got you involved in doing this, why St. Jude's, and really how the event's kind of evolved over the years to what it is today.
We became league operators in 2018, and going up to the training and knowing the pool community and everything that it was, you know, we seen that other leagues done that, and we wanted to give back and do a charity tournament. So our very first tournament was 2018. It started out doubles only at one of our
Yeah.
host locations, and it just blew our mind. We raised $5,600 and something dollars,
Yeah.
and we were just floored by that. And we said, hey, all our players loved it. St. Jude is in Memphis. Everybody is, touched in some way by their research, by the stuff that they do for kids, the bills. And we just partnered with them from that point on and worked to keep expanding it.
Yeah. This was our 7th year, and we started out the very beginning in December of 18. We had 48 8-ball doubles, and we are definitely a lot bigger than that now. We've had to add different formats to be able to fit into our, to be able to put into our event so that we could allow more players the opportunity to be able to participate in the event.
Now, I
So-
know some of the growth, too, is because you guys have continued to partner with other league areas, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, that's something I'd like to say. We started out, this was a Memphis event, is what we had in our mind. But we've learned that this is a APA event. The heart of the APA players, the APA pool league community, one way the money's got to where it is, it never crossed our mind any other leagues helping, doing any of that stuff. We're just going to throw it and have a tournament. And when other leagues got involved, their heart came through, and they were like, our life-changing award, is named after a player in South Carolina. He came, he said, hey, I wasn't coming empty-handed. He brought some money, and that's what started really jumping our goal, is all the league players, not Memphis players, but South Carolina players, Georgia players, Little Rock players, all the other league areas. It's a continuous effort by everybody involved. We're just the first people that were there doing it. We're just a small part of this.
very
Yeah.
small.
Tell us a little bit about that Life Changer Award. So that's something where like the local league areas, right, that they are able to start raising money locally before the event. Is that correct?
They started the day after this one finished.
Right.
Oh, wow.
The very first time Chris and Stephanie's player came in and he brought that money, that me and Nika went back at the end of that tournament and I said, man, that guy's special. That changed something. I said, we need to do an award for somebody like that without anybody prompting them, nothing going on. He took it on himself and he brought that money here to our event. So whenever he did the next year, when he came and done that, he said, hey, I got something for y'all. We said, we got something for you too. Mm-hmm. And then we thought, well, all the leagues that are coming, they have somebody that is that life changer in their league. And so we come up with that award and we tell the league operators, you tell us, who's spearheading it in y'all's area, and we want to recognize them. Most of the people that do this, they don't want the recognition, but we want to recognize them because they're going above and beyond. And that's the only way we reach these numbers is the whole APA community.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys mentioned that some of the fundraising's already started for next year, which is pretty phenomenal. I'm curious, like, where does the event go? I mean, $118,000 is a huge amount. I mean, you said the first year you raised $5,000, which I'm sure then you thought was just tremendous.
Yeah, right. Over the moon.
Now you're at $118,000. I mean, can it realistically grow from there? I mean, that's a big number to try to replicate or exceed. I mean, what's the goals now from here on out?
Man, I hate to even.
Everybody, there were so many players that approached us during the event, and especially when we hit our goal of 100,000 for this year, they were like, "What's our goal going to be next year?" And to us, it's like, look, if we, if we're a penny over, like we don't want to be unrealistic, but man, we had with so many leagues pulling in and like contributing and working together and like. The heart, like Bobby always says, the heart of an APA pool player can't be measured. I mean, it can't. So, I mean, is it realistic for us to even set a goal for next year? So we're just we're thankful that everybody did what they did and, people picked up and, oh my gosh, there were so many people that played a part in this, like we had league operators who were at our event that didn't even have teams in this event because they wanted to be a part of something as big as this because of what we're doing for St. Jude.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's fantastic.
Are you guys going to, I know last year you took the check to St. Jude and presented it to them. Are you going to be doing that again this year? Or have you done that yet?
We will be doing that. I have a scheduled meeting with my point of contact tomorrow, and she's getting with her supervisor to let me know when and where. We have a new point of contact, so it's new for her. So I just sent her pictures of the previous years to let her know how we've been doing it. And so we will be meeting with her to do a big check presentation.
And normally we always tell everybody at the event, whether it's league operators, players, come down to the check presentation. We've had times in the past where 20, 30 players or volunteers come down, they give you a tour of the hospital. When you show up, they got a big welcome APA sign at the hospital because they had never seen pool tournaments, bring this much money. They had told us, we were talking to them last year, and the amount we raised last year, we had been talking to the world record people because we couldn't find any amateur pool tournament that raised that much money, any history of one in the past. So everybody's thinking that may be the world record, like APA set in Vegas.
Because it was over 77,000 last year, right? Okay. That's awesome.
So, and I'm sure the people at the St. Jude are extremely grateful. I mean, I can't think of a better cause. I'm curious, is there a way that if somebody's watching and they're like, hey, I'd like to, get involved, support, is there a way that people that maybe aren't in Memphis or near you can help the cause here?
Man, yeah, there's definitely, you can either go directly to St. Jude, you know, they have all the telethons and they do the $19 a month. Everybody's probably seen the shirts that say this saves lives. We're trying to set up something where the other APA leagues, you know, get other people involved. The bigger this can be, you know, this could be mine and Nika's biggest legacy other than our kids setting this up. I mean, there's no way we could donate $100,000 by ourselves, and most people couldn't to St. Jude. But by being a part of the APA, you know, we tell everybody, every single player in the APA is a part of this. We don't do it by ourselves. Every league operator that comes there, they play a role. We're just small cogs in it, and it's a great feeling to go down there and give them that check and know that, you know, this is something that the APA is doing that we could never do by ourselves.
Well, I know one of the things we talk a lot about is that, you know, APA is about more than just pool.
Yes.
And, you know, I think I can't think of a better example than what you guys have done here with this event and all the good that you've done in the holiday season. So good for you, and hopefully good things are coming your way. So appreciate everything you guys are doing. Keep up the good work, and we'll talk to you guys hopefully again in the near future.
Absolutely.
Hopefully we'll have a bigger number next year.
I like it. I like it.
All right. Thank you.
Happy
guys.
holidays, guys.
Thank you. Thanks,
Hey.
Bobby. Thanks, Nika.
Thank you.